ALEO. Bam. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. I want this zoomed in a little bit. Shout out to all my beautiful people here. Thank you for jumping on in, though. We love you. We appreciate you. Let me just zoom this on in so it's nice and kind of how I wanted it to be there. There we go. Move myself over a little bit. Not that far. I don't know how the camera got pushed over that far. There we go. That's what happened. There we go. There we go. Sammy Bo Whammy. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. At a travel studio here in Dubai, inside of a hotel room. So just, bear with us. This is real time, real stuff. This is how you make money on the go every single day. This is trading. If you're going to become a live trader, if you're going to trade for a living, this is going to be your lifestyle. You're going to be out here on the, with a remote connection, doing your thing, learning how to trade every single day. God bless each and every one of you for being here. Let's get that music back up and running. God bless each and every one of you. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Even a little less tilt. There we go. There we go. That's what you guys should have come into. See, when it's framed right, it's completely different. Let's take a look at what's happening to BTC. 10 a.m. Money flowing into crypto. All aboard. 94,890. Right kind of where I left it for Bitcoin. Bitcoin inside of this tight triangle. Remember last night I opened up the long right there with the stop loss below this key level here. This level right here, my stop loss below 92,350 and below there 93.7, depending on how you would like to risk it for the biscuit. Why do I see a move coming? The 4-hour stochastic shoulder, head, right shoulder. Let me teach you something about the stochastics RSI right now that's got me going. Do you see it? I know you see it because you're lifers. Where my lifers at? Shout out to everybody here on the live. But look, boom. That is a beautiful cup and handle on the stochastics RSI. And no, I didn't even have this planned. I could see this thing Moon City to the upside. I'm talking a massive move here for BTC. So we're looking for a huge move for Bitcoin to the upside. As far as I'm concerned, stochastics look pretty good too as well on that 4-hour time frame. Blessings on blessing for everybody out here. Thank you for jumping on in. Shout out to Sean. Shout out to my whole team. If you want to jump on into CryptoLifer.com, go to CryptoLifer.com. where I give all my calls, tips, tricks, everything that I'm doing. I do weekly screen shares every single week, share my entire portfolio, and have a blast. If you want to learn how I got it done, if you want to learn how I did it, then stick with me every single day. You want to become a multimillionaire, shadow someone that did it, and it may just happen to you if you learn enough tips, tricks, and ideas and habits to keep you moving, right? And I'm going to do what I can. So I see a move for Bitcoin. Now, does that mean we're going to pump right now? Honestly, it looks like we may be coming further down, something like this, before we get a massive pump here. Like back to the beautiful entry right there, maybe had at about 94,500 for BTC. So I like it, but it does say we could come down. And again, this could be a shoulder, a head. There could be a right shoulder here. We still could be taking a dump to the downside. I told my students, how do we know? Well, we'll lose the 200-day on the 1-hour time frame. We'll lose the 200 moving average, the 200 simple period moving average. Once we lose that, we're going to drop further down to the downside. And then once you lose the 200 on the 1 hour, you got to have to look that you're going to drop to the 200 on the 2 hour. That's going to be pushing up, but that's going to give us somewhere about $89,000 to $90,000 Bitcoin. Is that going to happen? I'm open-minded that it could. I'm in the long. I kept the long open on weeks that you guys saw me open. $6,000. It was like $9,000 for 2,100. And look at this. Hito listed, ABS coin listed, Lemon listed, Milk listed, UDS listed, Superfriend, Dupe, Neat. They are listing coins. They listed, I think, they have 1,700 pairs now. They listed 200 new coins last month in February, 180 coins this month, and they're set up to just start posting more and more. The thing about weeks that I loved was the trading, but then I wanted more spot pairs. They answered my call. I just was at the Weeks headquarters in Dubai. Go look at my, if you want to take a look. Oh, Jamie, could you give me that trophy? I left it back there. But they gave me a streaming trophy. I want to show you guys. Unbelievable. Really cool. And look, there's Zeno, man. But check it out. They what does it say, Jamie?
Sam Price Ultimate Stream Streaker.
You want to say it?
Ultimate Streaker Award.
I love that Scottish accent. But Ultimate Stream Streak Award, man. I mean, you gotta like that's cool, man. That means a lot to me because it could have been like, oh, you made money, Weeks partnership. But the fact that they represented the fact that I never would have got this award if I didn't stream my butt off every single day, baby. This award made me a little emotional. I have to be honest. Maybe I'm just tired and jet lagged, I'm sure. But this award made me a little, I worked so hard. I would never receive something like this if I didn't know what hard work was. And this goes to my dad and my mom, man, my dad, to all the Irish men and my family, to Jimmy Price, to Harold Price, man, to my lineage of hardworking men. Thank you so much for showing me what hard work was, perseverance, and pushing through every single day. We can't stop, baby. Let's go. Weeks, baby, weeks. So beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day to be alive. Shout out to all my beautiful people here hanging out. It's in beautiful Dubai. It is, what time is it? It's 6 o'clock in Dubai. Beautiful day today here today. It was 95 degrees, something like that. Hot day, though, but absolutely beautiful. Look at all the new listings pumping through on weeks. So we got the weeks trade open. We got 2 weeks trades open right now. They're basically flat, 160, 116. Nothing really to write home about. Still flat on the move, but everything looking good on weeks. I'm going to do my top data analysis like I do every single day here, but I just wanted to kind of get you situated. We could end up with a dump. You know, we could go to 92,380. Definitely a possibility there. We'll be showing you Bookmap a little later on if you just hold your horses. Let's take a look at what's happening on the weekly for Bitcoin. So the weekly started to make a beautiful punch up here on the Stochastics RSI. One thing that I've been pointing out if you're new to the channel, but if you've been watching the channel, you know I've been talking about hidden bullish divergence since its conception, since I first saw it. Swing up to swing up, while swing down to swing down. Low stochastics suggest that we were going to get a move to the upside. I bought the $84,000 Bitcoin. I bought Bitcoin at 75, 77, 78, 80, 81. I went hard. I think that was our last time above 80. And so far that has been accurate. That 81 that I bought, we may never get that chance again. And so this breaks out, and you can see clearly the measured move takes you to $137. And I know you guys have seen me do this many times, but you guys like seeing it. I know you like seeing it. Who doesn't like seeing, you know, when we're putting this up here? And so $137,000 Bitcoin is the potential target. And that says by August 25th, August 11th of 2025, we could get some movement here. Good evening, everybody. How's everybody doing? God bless each and every one of you for being here. Let me take a look at that chat. That chat is ripping. Awesome, awesome. Sam, all the miners got gap. Do you think Bitcoin will come down for them? It usually does. I don't really stress that type of stuff. I just look at the charts. Congratulations on the award. You deserve it. God bless. Thank you. Shout out to everybody here. Where are my lifers at? Where are my 2,000 lifers at, baby? Let's go. Where are my lifers at? Y'all thought I wasn't going to stream because I came to Dubai or something? Y'all are going to take the day off? Let's go. Love seeing that measured move. I know, me too. Me too. Like every time I draw it, I'm like, people might get some dopamine out of that. So I see a move here. It's beautiful. It looks just like this move here, you know, suggesting that we were going to get the move. Look what we did. We did exactly that move. Algorithmic measured move to the upside. Bang, bang, bang. Your biggest reward is being what you are right now. Can be thankful. Amen. I like that. I like that. You're being rewarded. Yeah, exactly. 100%. Your biggest reward is being what you are right now. Can be thankful enough. God bless you. Amen. God bless you, my friend. I see that unmade bed. Yeah, I know, right? You should call the maid. I don't know why they didn't make my bed in this hotel. All right, I went to bed at 5. I woke up at 10 a.m. All right. All right, you going to talk ish on my bed now? That's what you're going to do, huh? I'm not staying in my house. So let's get real, all right? But make your bet, all right, kids? Shout out to everybody here. Say we can go all the way here to $140,346 for Bitcoin, all right? Oh, no, who mentioned the bet? I know, right? Why did they have to do that? All right, let's go back to the three. All right, so weekly looks good. Hidden bullish divergence. Pull the fib. And I do this every day for the new people that don't know how to draw fibs, that don't know what a fib is, that don't understand what hidden bullish divergence with the Fibonacci. Let me catch my breath. Oof, go climb the Wiz Khalifa. I'm going to climb that Wiz Khalifa, man. The lifers are here, man. The Berg Khalifa. And Jerry Trip Sam, how do you do one thing is how you do everything. Amen. Sam's the topic, got to make his own bed and still tip the cleaning lady 100%. How do you know? Thanks for making the bed. Hey, anytime, man. God bless you. Anytime, Dylan. Hey, I understand. I can't misrepresent myself here with an unmade bed. I can't believe you guys could see that. How did you see that? Oh, you saw it at the beginning of the stream. The bed was unmade. Okay. How do you look at the stock RSI on the daily, though? Won't we go down according to that? No. Look, right here, Bitcoin was ripping. And that's the thing. There's anomalies on the daily. You have to look at your moving averages and your support and resistance. So right here, if you go, we're going to talk about that when we get to the daily. But I already actually discussed this and went over it. It's the anomaly. It's the stochastic anomaly, and that's why you need a mentor. Because I've seen things that only happen once every 4 years, and you won't know it. You'll think it's going to hack like it always happens. There's these little tweaks, and you only get to make the little tweaks once every few years, and then there's and then I've made those tweaks. And so I could teach you how to fine-tune your trading in an exceptional manner. Just keep coming back, and I'm going to show you stuff you never thought possible. At first, you're not going to understand or really believe. But after you watch me for a couple months, a couple weeks, you're going to start seeing the gains. You're going to start seeing me call things in the 1 minute, the 5 minute. You're going to be like, how did he do it? And you're going to start realizing it has to be the probability. The guy can't be that good. You know what I mean? I know the reflections in the mirror, but it's pretty small. That's all. You know what I mean? Yeah. Glad you're having fun. Congratulations on your trophy. Thank you. And I met MM Crypto. You know Chris, MM Crypto? I completely botched the meeting, though. Like, I was at an event, the Week's event, and I saw that he got an award, too, and I thought he was going to come to the event. And they say, he may not, he may. As I left, he came up. You know, I think he showed up in a Lamborghini, too. And I was like, yo, what up, Chris? I said, I could take you to the event. I take him to the event, and I forget the floor I was on. This is a true story. I take him to the 13th floor. We go up and down the escalator twice. He goes, dude, I would have done better on my own. And he looked at me like a complete clown. This is a true story. I said, well, at least you remember me. It was like the worst. Then I was like, can I get your number? And he gave me his Telegram. And then I tried to get his Telegram, and I lost it. I lost it. So I got a picture with MM Crypto. I wanted to go foil boarding with him and be his buddy. But you know what? No one wants to be your buddy, man. You know what I mean? I think I'm going to show up to Dubai, and they're all just going to take me to dinner, and we're all going to hang out. May not be the case. You know what I mean? So, but at least I tried, you know. But shout out to Chris MM Crypto. I've always respected and liked him. He's a cool dude. He made it big. And, hey, I'm on my way. So if I keep doing what I'm doing, I could surpass or, get to a level just as big, if not bigger. So God bless you, Chris, man. It was really nice to meet him. And check my Twitter if you want to see us hanging out together on my x.com. And if you don't know who he is, dude's been online for a long time. MM Crypto with the Dubai crew out there. He hangs out with Carl the Moon, Da Vinci, that whole team. But this guy right here, my man. We even look somewhat alike, man. You know what I mean? He was like an inch taller than me, inch and a half, maybe 2 inches taller. He might be 6 feet, 5'11". I'm like 5'9". Both about the same. He's a little bigger, but not really, man. We're about the same. He looked bigger. I thought he was bigger than me, a lot bigger, but we're about, pretty nice guy, man. He's got a kind eyes, man. He's a good dude. But God bless MM Crypto. And then if you saw that, dude, the spa I was in this morning, I had the whole spa to myself. It was absolutely absurd. I was in the steam room, the jacuzzi, just absolutely loving it up. Had a beautiful, man, it's been nice here, I have to tell you. All right. You're more handsome, thank you. Give it to the least of us to gain for the most of us. Givers gain. Shout out to Crypto Billy in the house. I love Crypto Billy, man. God bless you, brother. Y'all favor each other, I know, right? Mastermind, you're more built. I love you, brother. Hey, Sam, I got a Binance invite to the Token 2499 review. If I see you, I'll be your Dubai friend. Hey, man, I'll be around. You might pop into me. I thought you were 6'5" without pants. Without pants, I'm 6'5". When I put pants on, I'm back to 5'9". I know, it's weird. Yeah. All right, so the 5-day chart looks good. Huge bullish engulfing candle. Says we could continue to rip, but we have a resistance on the 5-day. Clearly, look, chop. A big high volume node there. There's going to be people taking profits at 97,250 if we get up to it, and some people front ran it at like 95.9. Chance we could get a little bit of a pullback. I'm just, pointing it out there. I know people don't want to hear it. 3-day chart looks good to me. What I'm starting to see is very similar to this section here. This section here. Look, shoulder head, supposed to make a right shoulder. No, gone, right? And now to the daily. Someone asked about the daily stochastics RSI. Let me get to that. Let me explain what's happening there on the daily stochastics RSI. They're overbought. And you would say, well, they're going to come on down, right? Stochastics RSI go oversold, overbought, oversold, overbought, oversold, overbought, oversold, overbought, right? This is oversold. going to come back down to the, this is overbought, going to come back down to the overbought region. But look at this. Look at this anomaly here. Bitcoin was very, very overbought. Let's go back in time to the anomalies in crypto. So you'd have been like right about here, and you would have said Bitcoin looks like it's too far for the 21. It's very overbought on the stochastics RSI. It's likely to come back down. Is Bitcoin going to dip? And I would have told you, but there's a Bitcoin anomaly, and I would have showed you the last time we had a Bitcoin anomaly, which was right here, where the stochastics were overbought, but we continued to pump. Look at this. We pumped. Even though those stochastics were overbought, we pumped. We went sideways during the dump only, and then continued to rip. So you can be very overbought, and you're like, this is confusing, Sam. You told me how to trade overbought and oversold, but now you're telling me every once in a while. Yes. Every once in a while, you need to use other things than just that indicator. So this indicator works 90% of the time. 10% of the time, it's going to be completely off, and you're going to have to find reasons why you're building your position. All right? Enjoy your trip, man. You deserve it. You put in the work every single day. Who would be calling me right now? Like, seriously. An 800 number. Like, get out of here. Don't call me. I don't even want my phone to be used by people, man. I don't even use it. I'm using it to stream right now. That's all I care about. I don't want my phone for any other reason. That's why people are like, you want a phone number? I'm like, I don't even use my phone like normal person. I'm in the charts. Afternoon, Sam. Great to see you, Dubai. I'm glad you went. If anyone deserves a break, it's you, my brother. I don't get a break. Honestly, trips are very stressful for me. I get a break when I'm at home because I at least can chill. This has been crazy. Right before the stream started, I came back from a trip. The Uber took mad long. He was getting lost. I was sweating. We got here. It should have taken us 5 minutes. We got here in like 4 or 5. It took like a half an hour, something like that. You know what I mean? Yeah, the stream rug because someone was calling me and it took data. It took data from the stream, and I moved my position. Hold on. The stream is still good. Don't worry. I'll tell you if it runs or not. I got it. I got this locked down. We're all right. We're all right. We're still good. We're getting a little error, but we'll be back in a second. I should put it on no calls at all. All right. Okay, that was Crypto calm, bro. He wants to chill. I know. I'm like, yo, I can't though. I gotta do the show. So look, overbought stochastics RSI suggested that we were gonna dump. But if you knew what I knew, you would have played support or resistance, looked at the anomaly, and said, hey, Bitcoin could be trending further to the upside. This is also, we call this, remember? If you were with me on the group, I was able to see this shoulder, head and right shoulder to the upside before it made the massive pump. All right? And look, this even kind of had that cup and handle vibe, and then you had another one. Anyway, so this anomaly here, look what happened. Overbought, so a lot of people would have shorted that overbought stochastics. They would have been nailed. See, we got excellent connection. We're back and running. Just don't call me, my phone. I should put on Do Not Disturb and all that, right? You were in my hometown, Orlando. I was for about an hour. Yeah. Now, that's actually longer than that, a couple hours, but Orlando, baby. So, boom. So, I'm not saying this is going to happen, but a lot of people are going to short this. And we could get a massive move to the upside. See, my strategy is using the moving averages. So, I know the moving average is on top of the stochastics RSI. That suggests that we get a beautiful move here all the way to $115,000 BTC. You see what I'm saying? That's where we're going. I hope your daughter is getting better. My God, she's basically almost 100% now. Believe me, I wouldn't have left if she wasn't okay. Thank you for everybody. There was a scary night. But it's fine. We got through it and we maintained as a family and all is well. I kept everybody calm as the father and we got through. And that's what you have to do when you're the leader of the family, the patriarch. Right? So anyway, I'm looking for this to just kind of go sideways for the next couple days. Like this. Give me 3-4 days of sideways price action. Let the altcoins rip. Sam, how's your daughter feel? She doing great. Thank you for asking. Shout out to Canadian Lifers. Shout out to all the lifers out here on the live. May God bless each and every one of you for jumping on in and sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. I'll put the right link inside the group too. Found the stream last week and joined the Discord after and can only say thank you. You live near Central Florida. I'm new, Sierra Beach. Ever been? I'd love to try to connect and learn. God is great. Shout out to Juan Pratt. Man, you'll learn more from me just coming to the stream. Everyone wants to come meet me and hang out. I do live in southern Florida off on the Gulf of America. If you ever want to check it out. It's beautiful living on the Gulf of America. I mean, most of the Gulf is America. It's the Gulf of America. You know what I mean? Anyway, so I'm looking for this. It could come back down and give us another entry there, though, at about 93,000, 93.2, maybe even 93.8. We may not even get that low. But I'm looking for sideways price action here for Bitcoin. The 21 to cross the 200 MA, and then we are going to go. Man, we might have a dip. We might make an inverted head and shoulder here or something like this before we rip. It could happen, but I'm keen on this move. And then right here, you got this beautiful resistance that became support. And right there, you got this resistance that's support right there at a 94.5. So at 94,000, yeah, about 94,500. Actually, sorry. I'm going to call it like 94,150, right? And you're kind of on that chop right now. And you have support right below that at 90,009. So, you know, Bitcoin looks strong to me. As far as I'm concerned, I have no reason to get out of the long that I opened last night at 5 in the morning my time, right? Sam, you see lighter, got that bounce. I see it. I watch you enough. God bless you, man. Thank you. Colonizers, language, lifer. I don't know. I live in Tampa. Can we do a lifer meetup? We can, Juan. We can. I'm going to do a lifer meetup when I get back at Bitcoin Bend. Bitcoin Bend has a big meetup area, and it's like 10 minutes from my house, so no one has to know where I live and all that. And we can all meet up. It has screens, microphones, seats, little trading stations even. And so I'm going to link up with Bitcoin Ben. We're going to do a lifer event there. He said I can do it. We've talked about it. We just got to get it coordinated and get it together. We're going to do a lifer event in El Salvador too as well. We might even make a huge trip in El Salvador, like a lifer trip. Like all the different people that want to come through and hang. All right. Sam, look at the mobile router for your travel stream setup. Router connect to public internet and gives you a private connection, Ethernet or Wi-Fi. Look into mobile router. Okay, thank you. So we don't need to wig down to liquidate more before going up then. Anything could happen, man. Yeah. Hey, Sam, hope you're good, brother. Made some gains last night. All learned from you, man. Thank you for sharing the sauce. See? My man made gains learning from what I taught him. Every single day there's going to be someone out there that learns something if you teach. If you put it out there, someone can pick it up, and that's the key. That is the key. Can you send an invite for Bulgaria? I don't know what that means. I'm waiting for you in Australia, lifer. Hey, I have family in Australia. Yeah, my uncle lives there. My mom's the brother. He moved to Australia in the 70s. He's lived there for a long time. Bondi Beach. All right. We're going to have to make Canada and Mexico the 51st and 52nd state and make a complete America of the whole continent. I mean, they want the North American Union, for sure. Hey, Sam, hope you're having a great time in Dubai. What would I do to connect to Discord after paying with crypto, please? It's my late birthday. Present to myself. I would just email cryptolifers@gmail, and they're going to tell you exactly what to do. They're going to ask you for your name, and then they're going to give you access. But you got to give them your Discord name. Email cryptolifers@gmail. That is the customer service department, and they will help you out. So I see Bitcoin making a move to the upside on the daily time frame too as well, even though it is very overbought. And then the 4 hours been sideways just like it was here. Very similar to this. So to me, and then we're back to kind of where we started here for Bitcoin. So to me, it was like this. Something like this here. And that could send us to like $107,000 BTC. And then a nice bounce too. So I'm looking for this to get tight. And you can see why I'm looking for the tightness. And look, 94,999. And honestly, it could start getting tighter like a little earlier. We might be more like this. Which means there's like only 4 to 16 hours before Bitcoin starts to break out. And now it could break down. Remember that. It could go either way. I'm not a soothsayer. Let's take a look at the 1 hour time frame. If we lose the 200 MA on the 1 hour, I told you this morning or last night what to do if we got bearish. We flip. You see what I'm saying? We just flip it. So if we stay above the 200 MA here, we're good to go. And that looks strong. See how it's got a dart up, getting tight? I don't see us losing the 200 MA. Look, Bitcoin just bounced from 94.7 back to 95,000. And I've been bullish. And I'm not saying it's just a small move. I'm not trying to say, but it is what it is. See what I'm saying? So this looks amazing to me. And now another big pump for Bitcoin. And look, shoulder, head, right shoulder. The pump could start right now as far as I'm concerned here for BTC. Trades are flipped to green. We're going to see what happens now. Back in action here for Bitcoin. And I'm even thinking of opening up a big trade on that 12-hour time frame. This guy said, right as I said that, he says 12-hour has bearish div. Let's see what he's saying. Swing up. You know, I'm gonna teach you something that's gonna blow your mind right now. And you're gonna be like, no. Divergence is sectional. Okay? Once you break a section of divergence, it kind of sometimes throws it off. So like here, we have a swing up to swing up. We have a swing down here, and that is the bearish div. And then the bearish div kicks in, but the bulls bought it up. And now, as far as I'm concerned, this is not divergence anymore. I guess you could say that's a swing up. That still swings flat. I get it. You got to say it, but my thing is this, fine. It pulls down. As long as we stay above I'd say this line right here, 92,000, we're likely to continue further to the upside for sure. So, again, it is there, and there's some type of head-shoulder pattern that could dump us. But look at those wicks. 1, 2, 3, just massive buy pressure for Bitcoin. Looks like we're going to do one of those anomalies again like we did here on the 12-hour. The same story. Very overbought the stochastics RSI, but we ended up ripping. Sorry. Very overbought right there, just like the daily. Said we were going to, and there was bearish div in a way, kind of Actually, it started later, but there is bearish div of the 12-hour. This man is correct. He's correct. But it could be sectional. It may not play out. Like, it could just be this section. We dip. Now we're back in our own zone here for Bitcoin. But I'll give it to you. Hey, I'm always open-minded. I see the bear and the bull. I don't just see the bull. Even when I'm super bullish, I see both sides of the story. I'm just telling you, man, look at Bitcoin, 95,196. It's pumping. And when this thing rips up and the 4-hour starts to rip, which looks like it could happen at any moment now, you can't be mad and say, hey, I didn't know. Nobody told me. Because I've been saying it for a while now. And look, even on the daily now, you got this tiny little, what's called an ascending triangle. This thing could continue to push further to the upside. Your target sitting at 97,815 on the ascending triangle for Bitcoin, right? So I'm teaching you the ascending triangle. I'm teaching you the anomalies on the stochastics RSI on the daily that no one will show you. I don't know I don't even know anyone that calls it an anomaly on the stochastics. I'm the only guy that I coined the phrase. Stochastic anomaly. Nobody said it. Go spam YouTube. You'll never hear it. 95,250 Bitcoin pumping when Sammy shows up, baby. Let's go. Our 10 a.m. pump is happening like it usually does. Like, it's weird to go through our 10 a.m. morning pump when it's 6 in the afternoon for me, but it is what it is, maybe. I learned from you, Sam, the best. Shout out to American God, After Hours Investing. Shout out to Honda Man. Shout out to River G. Fabian Draws. Bitcoin getting a nice little pump, yes. Hey, don't spam too much, man. My team will take you out. Be careful with the spamming, please. Yeah, you see, you got taken out. I told you, man, don't do it. Don't do it. I got a team, and they're always watching. Don't play games on the stream. All right? Shout out to Love Learning, the Coachy Coker, Jamie Zeno, everybody in the house. God bless you all for jumping on in with the lifer. We appreciate you. We love you guys, and we thank you so much for your time. Without your time, we got no show, so thank you so much for your most precious asset. Your time, baby. So, yeah, I'm bullish on Bitcoin, and I can't really say anymore, but I do see how we could bear. I do see a bearish scenario. I do see how things may not play out as I saw them. And we'd lose the 200 MA, and then things will get a bit hairy. But right now, this pattern looks spot on, ready to continue, and that's why I'm long. I put my money where my mouth is. You saw me long last night of the stream, and so I'm long. And we'll go from there. Again, do not leverage trade if you don't know what you're doing. Please demo account for a long period of time. Take one step at a time. Don't just go all in. You know, a lot of people could have learned. I was talking to Jamie. A lot of people could have learned things with 10 to 20 bucks. You don't have to, like, look, here's the deal. I like to front run. I used to front run the 200 MA, getting above it, right? But right now, look, like right there, I'd open up a long and then I'd get stopped out because I didn't wait for us to open the flag above the 200 and wait for the 21 to cross. Now, when I wait for the 21, like here, I took the model because we were above the 200 and the 21 had crossed. Look, I made the money. My point is, I learned that at one point not to buy when we hadn't crossed the 200. Now, I could have used 5 to 10 grand and lost 5 grand doing that. Or I could have used 50, 60 bucks and made $10 trades and then say, hey, when I open the trade up here, it goes better. My point is, you don't have to use your, again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I'm saying to you should be taken as financial advice. But man, too many people losing all their money in such an absurd way. You know what I mean? Don't spam and have a wonderful day. Thank you so much, man. God bless you. Love you, Sammy. Love you too. Thank you. Still on paper trading, but I'm up 35%. Hey, a win's a win, baby, because that's a mental win, and that creates mental adrenaline in your mind, right? It's going to create a positive effect in your brain, and that's what you want. You want to know when you open trades, they positively go up. Look at this beautiful flag here. Shoulder, head, right shoulder, beautiful tightness, and then the massive move here to the upside. 1 minute flag above the 200 with the 221 about to cross. Do I have to scalp now on the 1 minute time frame? Let's take a look at the 1 minute, see if we're getting that move. Wow, there it is right there. We missed it. Right when that candle closed, the 1 minute was gone. Gone, baby, gone. Yeah, so this would be our next pump. The 21 would cross and give us some action. Whenever setting up a trade, I use the long tool, the long position. The long position is just going to give me a risk-reward ratio that matters. That's going to sit right? That's going to flow. Shout out to the 2,000 people here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Wow, 567 likes already? Wow, you people are amazing. Dude, the Ultimate Stream Streak Award, man. Almost made me cry when I saw this, bro. It was so thoughtful. They could have just wrote Influencer Award, Weeks Trader. Nah, man, Ultimate Stream Streak, man. That's Andy, man. Andy's a good dude. God bless Andy. All right, so I'm watching this move here on the flag that we got drawn. There's a chance this could make me some gains. So let's take a look at the live trade. This one I love to trade at this exact time. 95,740. Stop loss is going to be at about, 94,954. And the entry could be somewhere. I mean, there's a support or resistance flip right there. See, resistance becomes support, and we wick to it. I like to see the 21 cross, but again, hold on, let me see here. It's a 2-6 word ratio with a stop below the 200 MA. So the stop has to be, for me, personally, I'd like it below the 200 if possible. I got capital. Let's see, I got 1,217. I'm using $3,000 of $5,000. I still got 22. I'm in right now. I'm missing out on the pump as we speak. But I want to give you a live trade right now, even if I have 100 trades open. And that looks nice to me. Now I got to make sure it's smaller. Hold on. I'm about to get a better entry. 95,470. That's my second live trade here in Dubai. And I'm missing out right now. Oh, man. I don't get... See, I got to learn why it does this. Like, I want to get in and it tells me I don't have the margin. But I know I got it in there. Maybe the price changes, which makes it a bigger order by the time you set the order, I think. Then it can't fill the order. Right? Order operation margin available. Yeah, there, it clicked though. It'll click if the price goes back down, then it'll get you. Because then it's a cheaper order again. It makes sense, right? And you move that take profit into position there. There we go. Yep. All right, and I'm ready to go here on this trade live. The entry is now the stop loss below the 200 MA on the 1 minute time frame at 94,871. The take profit at 95,730 for Bitcoin. How's that music? Is the music too loud? Let me know. I can always just bring it down a notch or two if it's just hitting a little too much for you. I also want to make sure it's there. Sometimes it's not there enough. Yeah. 1 up 476, 2 up 88%. That's exactly why. 3 paper accounts this month. I love it. Even when you're in Dubai, Sam, I still need the name of the background track. Love it. I can't see it right now. I can't see it. It's blocked by like a No Matter What by Flying. The song's called No Matter What by Flying. All right. Excellent connection. Everything running. 2,000 people here on the stream. And we are pumping up. We just made that live trade. Things are starting to go our way, baby. All right. So Bitcoin, I gave you the weekly. All the way down to the 5-day, 3-day, daily, 4-hour, 1 hour. Heck, you could even look at the smaller time frames. We just cracked that 15-minute and that 1 minute. And they're all just getting tight to the channel. Just like this. This reminds me of the same tight. Even this is tight. Look, that's a pattern right there that's about to break out of its own accord. regardless of the bigger pattern. And that's going to take you to about 97,008. Hey, we could see 100K by tomorrow. This says we can go to 107,000. That's the bigger target of this to the upside. We take a look at the 15-minute one last time. Just haven't looked at it yet. Wow, responsiveness to the charts, everything running right. I'm excited right now. Stochastics pumping up, RSI pumping up, MACD looking good. God is great. God has made this channel amazing. God will get this stream no matter what. God will make sure the stream runs, man. God has got my back every single time. I got God's back. Me and God, we back to back, baby. We back to back, man. Fighting the devil every day, baby. I've taken $25, made it to 100 just from watching you. No paid Discord. My goal is to pay for a quarter with my Sammy gains. That's what we want. We want people to make gains here free on the channel. And then when you want to come, you can give me the gains back to the trading group and get more. But I don't want to give you, I don't want to take anything from anybody. I want to give. I want to be known as a giver. And then when you see me gain, you go, well, giver's gain. That guy gives a lot. Look how much he gets. And you say, well, maybe I should start giving like Lifer does. And maybe if I give a lot, my life will start to change. But everyone wants to hold on. Everyone wants to keep their energy, keep everything to them. When you keep your energy together, you get nothing back. When you give your energy out to the world, you get so much energy back. And energy is money. Money is energy. People thinking about you. People helping you. People doing things for you. Man, you got to be in the good graces of the minds of men. I just made that up. But you got to be in the good graces of the minds of men. Two alliterations next to each other sounds great. But be in the good graces of the minds of men, man. And how do you do that? By being a good person, by representing, by giving, by helping. If I know how to trade and I keep it to myself, then that's kind of rude, man. You know what I mean? So, some guy said hard dump of the 1 second. We don't, come on, man. So, Bitcoin looks good to me. I like what I'm seeing here for Bitcoin. I'm going to move on. All right, we're going to take a look at the S&P futures and see what's happened to the S&P today. I've been bullish on the S&P. I'm expecting a bounce. So, if it didn't bounce, I'm going to wonder what's up. But I expect a bounce on the S&P. It's just like Bitcoin. See, it's doing the same thing. And then M2 money supply is increasing. We know what happens when that money supply increases, don't we? The money starts to flow, baby. The money starts to flow. Bigger target like there, but the smaller target. So 2 weeks from now or less, 2 weeks or less, I see the S&P breaking out and headed to 57.65. That's my next target for the S&P. And I'm calling this tightness above the 200 MA high volume node. We get through that gap there too, and then boom, boom, boom. Gap, and then we touch up at 5770 on the move, right? Most people don't take it upon themselves when I try to put them on 100%. We believe you're waiting for a pump of Bitcoin and eat too. Michael Saylor is a Jedi Master 100%. The flying ninja pattern on the microsecond time frame is giving me mixed feelings about the pump. You sound like if that's really your mentality, you're going to have trouble living, man. Like, do you think about each breath you take and which nostril you're going to use? Like, let's get real. I appreciate you, though. And I'm sorry, I don't mean to hurt your feelings, but, like, you can be a little too macro sometimes and miss the mark. Let's take a look at the NQ here, NASDAQ, and see what's happening on the NASDAQ. Same story, morning glory, getting tight inside this ugly little flag. But look, we even saw this beautiful inverted head and shoulder that I called out, suggested that we were going to get a punch to the upside. Everyone thought we were going down the tubes. Recession, we're going down. I'm sitting there buying properties, telling everyone, watch out. Market's about to rip. Nobody believes me. But man, these charts, when they start ripping again, you're going to be like, what? I mean, how can they rip? They rip from dips. So if you have a dip, what's coming later? A big rip, right? Everyone's afraid, man. And then they walk away, get distracted, can't hang, and they miss the bottom. I'm looking at this. Look, shoulder, head, right shoulder. I like this. Look, cup with a handle there. See, cup and handle. This thing could do damage. And we're talking for a move somewhere to, like, I don't know, 20,785. It's very, very possible for Bitcoin. I've been buying breakfast sandwiches for the homeless every day, doing God's work out here. God bless you, Paul. Thank you. Yeah, you give them money, they usually spend it on stuff they shouldn't, but you give them food, at least they'll eat. You know, and whenever a homeless person begged me for money, I'd always say, I won't give you money, but I'll walk you to the nearest deli, and I'll gladly buy you a sandwich. One time I saw a guy sitting there, I went in, I ordered a sandwich, I got tuna fish, then I ordered him a tuna fish, then I came and he said, I don't eat tuna fish. They don't eat whatever. Like, some of them are picky eaters, man, and you'd be like, how are you a picky eater on the street? You can't judge people, man. If he wants to be a picky eater, he gets to be a picky eater, even if he's on the street. I know it sounds crazy. I'd eat whatever you give me. I can remember this day like it was the back of my hand. I must have been 27 years old. It was 15 years ago. I give this guy a tuna fish sandwich on the street in New York, and he tells me he don't want it. I paid for my own money. I brought it home and ate it. But dang. I've sent your link to so many people, and I've yet to see any of them consistently participating. Hey, man, it's not for everybody. If it was for everybody, then we'd all be getting rich out here. Not everyone's going to be getting rich, all right? NASDAQ about to pump. Look at that. You could get on along right now with the stop below the previous at 19,241. Here's my call for the NASDAQ. And look, you can see that shoulder, head, right shoulder, cup with the handle to the upside. You don't need to watch it on the daily. You don't need to scalp small time frames. You don't need to be flipping pips. This is it right here. Right here. This shit right here, bro. This shit right here, bro. So I see a move there on the NASDAQ to the upside. This is NQ Futures on ARCA. ARCA, baby, ARCA. ARCA is real-time data out of the NASDAQ, S&P Futures, and that CME, CBOE, CMEOE, CBOCMEO. I'm messing with you guys. But God bless you all for being here. Thank you so much. I cherish this time with each and every one of you. It won't be forever. This show will not be here forever. A lot of you take it for granted, and I'm not trying to be rude, but a lot of you don't take it for granted too, though. I'm talking the livers. You guys are amazing. So many people in here who are absolutely awesome, who share my vision, who feel my morals, who have honor and respect for the rest of the world and themselves, and we're ready to rock, man. Vegan bonds, that's gross. Sam, do you take fundamentals into account? Because I always only see you go off technicals. I mean, technicals will tell you what's going to happen fundamentally. Like if you see a really bullish sign, then they're going to come out and do a merger, and they're going to pump. And everyone's going to say, oh, they pumped because of the merger. And you're like, no, the chart told us we were going to pump beforehand. Now, what happens, though, is you could see a flag on an asset that's got $2 million and not a lot of volume. You see what I mean? So I don't just trade technicals because the chart's got to have volume. You got to be able to have the backup volume to complete the process. Right? Master reports that Bitcoin gains its earnings using a new Fab's accounting rules in 2 days. Isn't it crazy with Master, what they're doing? MicroStrategy. I tell you what, man. My back hurt because, man, that stand-up desk does wonders for me. TA giving almost everything back from the weekend. That's why you got to take profits. That's why you take, especially on small coins. Yeah. Saying, could you please check gold and give your thoughts on it? Appreciate it, brother, please. Yeah, gold's going to pull back. I'm pretty sure, or go sideways. And let's take a look at gold real quick. Why gold? Well, it has an effect on the larger market, and it can give you what's happening. You know, give you an idea of what's going down and where we're going. So if you've been watching my macro analysis video, I bring up gold every time. And gold basically just had a blow off top. Look at that thing. It just went on a straight line, basically, and went on a massive tear. I would look at it on the 3-day chart, the weekly chart, you know, on a macro scale and see what's happening. You're very overbought. Again, the anomaly could happen, but on the weekly, usually not. It tells me that gold's about to make a bull flag, but it might be a 4 to 6 week bull flag because people made their gains in gold. Now they're going to slowly sell gold off and buy Bitcoin. That's what's going to happen. Anyone who's super intelligent, has access to liquidity, and is flipping between gold and Bitcoin right now. It's just the obvious play. And I'm going to show you the chart that teaches you exactly why it's the obvious play. And I know you know what it is, but I'm going to bring it up anyway. Some of you are smart enough to figure that out. But it looks like gold to me is going to go on a bit of a sideways to downward price action before a pump. Now, I do see it headed to $4,000 an ounce by September. I'm not saying it's not going to continue to pump. But what goes up must come down. I mean, it's got to have somewhat of a pullback here. Amen? Amen. Yeah. I eat whatever grateful hands provide for my sustain. Amen. I bought the homeless guy outside 7-Eleven a scarf last Christmas, and he sold it. Oh, my gosh. You're funny. Bitcoin to 1 million. Sam, I saw you on Around the Blockchain in 2020 and wish I would have joined your group since then, but I wasn't interested in trading. Just wanted to buy Bitcoin and wait for the market to run. It's okay, man. You're right where you need to be right now. You're right where you need to be right now. So that's gold right there. Let me take a look at the fan funding. Any super chats asking anything specific here on the stream. Wow, we have more than I thought. We got Vegas Club. Been thinking and sending tons of prayers for your kiddo's progress. How's she doing? She's doing unbelievable. Thank you for saying that. God bless you, man. And I don't want anyone to stress no more. She's good. She's good. Dylan Bronson, thanks for making the bet. Anytime, Dylan. I'm not going to leave you feeling down and out like that. Found the stream last week. Joined the Discord and can only say thank you. You live near Central Florida. I'm new. Cimarron Beach. Not too far. Hey, Sammy, can you chart TARS AI? Thank you. Let's take a look at TARS AI. A lot of people were in it. Want to know why it didn't continue to pump. What happened? Didn't have a plan. Aped in, and now they want to know why they beat up. No, I'm just messing around. But let's take a look here at TARS AI, TAI, backed by the Solana Foundation. Pretty big deal if you think about it. Like, that alone is a narrative you could run on. I mean, just... Let's take a look at TAI here on MEXC. Take this and go get yourself a bacchiotomy. God bless you, man. Thank you. I had a really nice, I guess a bacchiotomy. Is that true? Is that a real thing? Oh my gosh. That's crazy, right? But this thing likes to do that, so. But that's funny. I thought that was the daily. But you know, this makes sense to me. Let's look at TA on the daily, right? I mean, it went on a massive tear. We gave you guys the call. It was awesome. And what happened? Every time your daily is away from the 21-day moving average, you best start taking profits. When you're that far away, two things are going to happen. Three things are going to happen. One, you're going to keep pumping. The odds of that happening are like 1%. So you can kind of throw that out the window because it's obvious. The odds are so low that you don't even have to stress it. It could happen, though. 1 out of 100 times, which is 1%, you may get the pump. But it's rare. It's very rare. Looks rare. Get it? Hey. So now this could come further down a little bit more. Possibly retest that key area there. What, 5? Yeah, 7 cents. No. Yeah, about 7 cents even. Now, what I want to see is I want to see this thing, stochastics reset, come down. And that could send it back to the 21-day moving average. It'd be cool, though, if it bounced here. Started to consolidate. And see, now we can start to see our next trade before the trade even starts. And this is the key. This is what I do. This is why I don't chase. I spend all my time preparing. Like today, I'm here with you guys. Last night, I was here with you guys. I don't stop. I'm putting in 2 hours here, 2 hours there, 3 hours here, 4 hours there, this, that, and the other. And I'm gaining the knowledge. I'm gaining the insight. I'm seeing what other people don't see because I'm putting in the work. You put in the work, you're going to be able to see stuff that you can't see, that other people can't see, that don't want to put in the work. And then you're going to live in the nicer home. You're going to drive the nicer car. You're going to go on the nicer trips. They're going to wonder why. They're going to be jealous and hate on you. You're going to know it's because if you got yourself together and you pushed it and you made it happen, that's why. You know, no excuses. Like you just went and did what you had to do to make it. All right? I love my line. I got to make it to survive like bees to a nest. Funny, it gets darker here, though, early. I guess, you know, Florida, it's closer to the equator, right? So it's lighter. Here, this is more like, I don't know. I don't know if we're as high as, like, Georgia or, I don't know. I'll have to look at it on a map. A bacchiotomy, Chris, I don't know if that costs $5, though. So I'm looking for TARS AI to bounce. If it doesn't, it's going to come down and test 6 cents. If it tests 6 cents, beautiful buy. If it doesn't, so be it. You know, if it comes up and goes sideways, then I'd enter somewhere in about 12 to take it up to 24. Nice, 26 even, you know. Thank you so much for the super chat. Send in a super chat for TAs and deep dives, things you want to talk about, go over. We can have a blast together on the channel every single time. Bell USD partners with Quantum Protocol. Can you take a look? We will. And then we have, what's up, Sammy? Can you check out Troll USDT, please? Shout out to Maniacs. Shout out to Cryptic Rick and everybody out here on the live. Let's take a look at Quantum Protocol. Quantum. I never heard of it. Quantum Protocol? What's the ticker, man? Oh, he said Bell. All right, Bell. I get it now. Yeah, I'm there. So that's Bella. I had it in this little flag. Looked like it could do damage. And the last few days just dropped completely out. Definitely want to watch flags like this. See if you can get back above that 200 MA. I don't know. I mean, it seems like it's attempting to double bottom right there. Says, hey, I might double bottom, continue further to the upside, but I want to exculpate the extemporaneous. No, I am attempting to, but I like this falling wedge here. It's ugly. I wouldn't trade this. I just think there's better out there personally. It is hitting the previous bottom. You would expect the bounce, but I don't know. I don't like trade and try. Like, you know, I'm not into this. It's not my thing. If you're going to trade it, it's got resistance all the way up there at 47. It's got to break back above 47, retest, and then boom. It could do its thing. But until then, I don't see it doing a thing. I don't see it doing anything. I see RWA coming back pretty strong, though, and we got some more tickers coming in there. We got Young Money. How's XCN looking currently and looking ahead? Thank you. And we got SBK Cam. Hi, Sam. Hope you're well. TA on token USDT. So we just did Bell. We're going to take a look at Troll. Then we're going to move to XCN and to TokenFi. All right. So I like Bell. Bell would have to make an inverted head and shoulder for me to get anywhere excited about it. Just too industrial. Maybe you can make a shoulder and stay inside. But I don't know. It's just small coin. It gets pushed around a lot. When the market starts to rip, it can get some more movement. But right now, it's there. Even had a neckline there. Look, shoulder, head, neckline. And then I don't know. I don't like this coin too much. It's the lowest it's ever been, and it has to break above a key resistance at 50 cents. If it breaks above 50 cents, look for a flag. Then it's possibly worth taking a look at. Troll, don't troll me on trolls. Don't troll me with them trolls. You know, what I see immediately is that Adam and Eve, that slanted Adam and Eve. I wouldn't be surprised if that thing eventually did play out. Let's take a look at the daily. Excellent. 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 Can you look at XRP? Thank you, Legend in Dubai. Another person. Wow, you guys are awesome. We got Luke Cohen. We got Dooku86. We got SBK. We got Young Money in the house sending super chats. We got Act 104. We got Juan Prats. We got Dylan Bronson, Vegas Claw, and all the beautiful people, Chris Rates, and everyone that gave on the channel. Cryptic Rick as well. So let's get into Troll. Troll's tough for me because it's the lowest it's ever been. You know, I did see there's a possible Adam and Eve slanted, though. Possible slanted Adam and Eve. Let's take a look at the 3-day chart. 3-day chart's trying to get back above that 21-day moving average. It's got a slight resistance here, though. And then there, and you got this shoulder, head, kind of right shoulder before you can break on back to the upside. You'd be waiting on that right shoulder and a move further up. Again, this is something I don't think I would trade either. Unless you think you caught the absolute bottom. I don't know enough about it. I'd have to research a little bit. You know, at least 20 minutes. Figure out who the founder is, if they're doxed. What the people were thinking, what's going on. It's 0-0-0-0-0-0-0-0-485. It's 6 zeros. That's insane. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, 8 zeros. It's crazy. Anyway, I would look for some type of right shoulder. I'd look at our 4-hour time frame now. After that, you know, even the 4-hour, you could say, well, that's a falling wedge that breaks out, but it also has descending triangle vibes that could dump. I don't know. This coin doesn't look amazing to me. I'd leave it alone. Like, I'm happy I'm not in that coin right now. Like, whenever I see a coin and I'm really happy I'm not in it, I know that something, you know, it's a good thing. You know, I'm like, XCN kind of broke trend, but still hanging. It's watching Bitcoin. Bitcoin kind of broke the trend, and other things seem to be kind of doing that too as well, right? But that flag, I mean, that's a cup and handle right there on XCN. You see it? I could see that breaking out and doing damage. And even if I don't take too much of an extended move, it still suggests that Bitcoin could break out all the way to, I don't know, or that you know, Onyx coin could break out to 0.256 4.6. And there are going to be some slip-ups here. I'm like jet lagged, so every once in a while, my brain's not going to be able to keep up with the regular Sammy. And I might call a ticker a little off, but you know where I'm at. And you know I'm a human being, and I got you. And I got you. Sam, can you look at XRP? Thank you, Legend in Dubai. God bless you, brother. And Sweet. We got more super chats coming in. Thank you so much. We got, wow, like I can't even get to the regular chat, as you can clearly see. Enough super chats are keeping me busy. I can't even get to the regular chat. If I'd like to, grab a Dubai Harley Davidson t-shirt. Reliable J, God bless you, man. Sam, can you look at XRP? Thank you to the Legend in Dubai and Sweet and TokenFi as well. So XEN looking ahead. I see it bouncing off the higher low, but again, it depends what Bitcoin does. Bitcoin slips off. This thing could slip off too as well. But right now I see a higher low, a trend line. I want to see it just, usually if we do get the pump, you look at even like shoulder, kind of head, right shoulder there. You definitely don't want to see price below 17. That's going to start telling you you're going to drop to the double bottom at about 0.17, sorry, and 1.6. With 17, you know what I mean, man. Okay, let's take a look at TokenFi. This is called Token USDT. This is RWA. Went to the bottom, and today it got a rip. And I'm telling everyone, I'm seeing a move in RWA. I'm seeing it. And ALEO, Props, Profi, right? TokenFi, and there's more. There's more that I haven't even mentioned just yet. Only thing about TokenFi, it has been a little bit of a pump and dumpy kind of coin. Like it uses people, not my thing. Not something I'm going to associate it with, but, But TokenFi, it pumped back in the day on very little volume. The Floki team was with them. And, I have faith that over time it could come back up. It's RWA, man. But I just want to put it out there. It's very high risk. Like, this coin may never make it back. I don't know. I want to see it here bounce off of 0.1915. All right, that's the key level that I'm looking at for TokenFi here. Possible flag there. Let's take a look at your daily, too. The daily might be further away from the 21-day moving average than needed. Yeah, you got a little bit of, bullish divergence, but you're oversold here, too, as well. Resistance away from the 21-day moving average. I would look for price action to flatten out. I'm looking for this. Some type of head here that gives you a bounce. You formulate this, right? And that gets tightness. That gives us a bigger move to the upside. AITECH and oldie but goodie ripping. And AI coins starting to do damage. This thing was 2 cents. It all went back to 4.2. Oof. Really fast. And I was looking for a possible right shoulder before it happened, but this thing's gone. Now it's cracking the 22 MA. I kept saying, man, this is my baby, my coin, AITECH. I piled money into this coin. Every time it went down, I piled more money in. And I kept being like, well, if I keep buying the lows, then... But then it just kept going lower. But if I can hold with conviction, there's a chance I get back out of this. I can't wait to show all my selves when we're finally done. So on the 5-day, this definitely broke out. Now, how far could it continue to break out? It very well break out all the way up to the upside, right to there at 1.5. Going on a tear. AI starting to get pretty crazy, but it is getting closer to its overbought region, and it didn't pump a lot. But hey, at least it's getting some movement here. AITECH on the radar today. I own a big old bag of AITECH. Everyone wanted me to ask about Cookie. They were all obsessed about Cookie DAO. I like Cookie, and I like Cookie's recent move back to the upside. Even kind of called it on this flag. Said I could see Cookie making a move. It did a dolphin dip before it ripped. They do that a lot. But they got this thing to rip. And the target for Cookie is 1941. God bless you. Let's go. Can that thing continue to rip? Cookie, baby. I like the whole Cookie team. I mean, they gave you access to behind the scenes of virtuals. And when you buy Cookie, you can stake it and then get things that other people just can't get. Cookie actually just ran up. I mean, I could see this thing running. So Cookie's been on my radar. Golden cross, tight flag, defied the right shoulder. I see it headed to 19. Okay. Let's take a look at Sui. Sui, Mario. Okay, taking a look at Sui here on MEXC. So Sui's tough, and there's a few reasons why it's tough. You have this kind of awkward price action on the smaller time frame that makes you kind of question what you got going on the bigger time frame, right? That was a crazy spike. What I would do is I would look for the daily to continue to trend further up. Meaning, and when I mean that, I mean in the morning when my wife, you know, it's trending up. So when I got into SUI, right, like yesterday when I looked at this in the morning, right, I was saying, hey, one of my favorite coins, but you don't want to FOMO. A lot of people are going to FOMO here, then they're going to come down, then they're going to panic sell, and then they're not going to make any money, and then it's going to rip back to $5, and they'll say, well, that was a great buy I had. That's why DCA is the key in having conviction. Like, I'm willing to buy, I'm willing to hold, and I'm willing to see where it goes. You know what I mean? So, thank you to the legend of Dubai. God bless Luke Cohen. And we'll get to XRP in a second there, Luke. Thank you so much for that super chat. And I see two big $20 super chats coming on in there. We got Grab a Dubai Harley. Thank you. That market's just running sideways. Let's see that Dubai TA view. You're funny, man. Troll on Bitmarts and Keck's chart is completely different. It's actually pumping hard. That doesn't even sound right to me. You know what I mean? But SWI, I like SWI right now. It's hot, but I just want to see an uptrending phone. I need my phone. I don't want my phone. Don't call me. Don't call me. All right, we're back on. We're back on. Streaming software went solid. Excellent connection. That one was quicker and better. We're ready to rock. All right. So SWI getting tight, not a problem. Just keep watching. You gotta have patience. You gotta have a plan and patience. If you don't have a plan and patience, you can get rocked. I just want to say that. You don't have a plan and patience, you can get rocked. So just be careful. One step at a time, right? Bitcoin getting tight too, 94,981. I like this tightness. Again, if we lose the 1 hour 200 MA, then this trade, you know, this whole idea will fall. Look at your 15-minute. It's probably getting tighter on that 200. The first bearish sign will be like this. You'll lose the 200 MA on the 15 and the trend line. Start to drop somewhere down at here. If you then head to the 1 hour, you're going to, you know, and then it's going to cascade right back down here to 91.8. That could happen, everybody. You must have a stop loss in place. Nothing I say is 100%. Just because I got into long doesn't mean you should too. You know, it's got to fit your trading style. It's got to be something that you're into, that you want to do. And that's why I just teach the education. If the education fits what you're doing, then you can get it on in. But if it doesn't, you know, you yourself have to have the education. Your education has to put you in the trade. You can't get into the trade because of some influencer, someone told you, something you saw. You know, it's got to all fit. Understand? The market's just running sideways. Shout out to Matt. Love you for the $20 super chat. And he says, Troll's ripping right now on the other thing. Interesting. So there's SWI right there from Dooku86. Look at XRP. Thank you, Legend from Dubai, from Luke Cohen. And he wants us to look at XRP. The last time I looked at XRP, I saw a move coming. I saw it headed up. Let's take a look if that's going to continue. $2.28 for XRPZ. And I don't know why I don't have a trade here, but I should add it. Maybe just the memory will come in a second. There it is. So there's the trade I gave for XRP right there at about 219. And we got a rippage to 235. You're up nicely, and I still see this continuing. 1333 in gains. Can't beat that. And now we're making another little flag. Now, say Bitcoin takes a tumble, this flag will tumble. It's weird how that all works out. But if we continue sideways, things start to rip. XRP got that cup and handle vibe. And now you're going to send XRP back to $2.49. It's pretty awesome. So I see a move for XRP coming. I'm bullish on it. I don't know about you, but I am bullish on it. Troll Soul on Mexi. Sorry, no worries, man. It's all good, bro. I knew a lifer wouldn't put out a beat chart. I knew something didn't make sense, right? Yeah, I mean, now you're talking, right? You had a beautiful flag, inverted head and shoulder. You're retesting the top trend line right now. This thing can get all the way up to 0.47 and then resistance at 0.3430. I mean, if that can stay, you put your line in the sand here, and you say, hey, if Troll stays above 0.27, I'm long on it. Like, I like it. And it's oversold in stochastics RSI. I don't see why I can't do numbers, but it just got a pump. Seems like I got a little bit of a sell-off there. I need some smaller time frames to give me some detail. I got to see what's happening on these smaller time frames. Number one, I got this trend line forming, which is cool. Number two, I got like this flag that broke out, which is great. I see this as a flag that broke out. I tend not to buy breakouts, but I guess that'd be the only chance there, or maybe a flag on the 1 minute could be forming. But I see this headed higher, somewhere to 43346 for Trolls. I could be wrong too. It's gonna have to get back above that double top that it just well make at 0.3467. That is, or 34196. Yeah. The markets are running sideways, and shout out to Charlie Edwards in the house. He says, "Can you look at MYRO USDT, please?" Let's take a look at MYRO USDT. And shout out to Maniacs. I love you, man. I'm pretty sure we got it done for you. Let's take a look. And thank you for the super chats. I appreciate them all, man. And let's take a look at MYRO. MYRO. I own this coin. I liked it. I've swung traded a bunch of times. It's in and out. It has some liquidity. It's not always the worst and not always the best, but it can do some damage at the right time. At the right time. So the last time I looked at MYRO, I put out this kind of flag here just kind of swiftly. It looks like I didn't put much thought into it, just kind of MYRO and a flag. It dipped. It may have stopped somebody out. See, they still have less liquidity, so they're going for people's stop hunts. So what if you put your entry where the stop would have been, like right there? You would have got entered and then pumped. It's just one strategy because, again, it doesn't always to stop hunt like that, but it can. It can, especially on more popular coins that a lot of retail trades. You know, they'll do the retail tricks on the easy traders. They don't work so well on the guys that have been doing it for a long time. Think about it. I mean, MYRO has some bearish div, some heavy bearish div. Is the RSI swinging down, but price action swinging up. But you could say it took care of it as it rounded itself there. I just don't want to see it lose the 200 MA, just like Bitcoin. Bitcoin bounces, we get tight, and this will rip. Bitcoin starts to philander, and there's a pretty good chance that so will this. So Bitcoin really controls the market still. I don't care how small the coin is. Certain coins are immune. Sui's got its own little thing. Sol, certain coins have their own ecosystems. It's okay. But for the most part, you're not going to get that from MYRO. MYRO's looking, pretty much watching Bitcoin, and it's got this rounded top. Not my favorite strategy. I would wait. I'd have to wait personally for the bounce and sideways price action. This is where I would enter. And then I'd be off to the races for MYRO. So that's how I look at it for MYRO. Hope you got some good insight from there. May God bless you. And we got through all those super chats. Thank you to everyone that sent a super chat my way. Gladly appreciate that. And I want to get back to the top chat, the top hat. Okay, they should separate crypto assets on the ranking between currencies and commodities. Bitcoin, to me, is not a currency, it's a commodity. Whereas XRP we use more as a currency. What do you think? I mean, somewhat idea. I think you're onto something. We should even call them currencies because currencies disappear over time. You know what I mean? That's not a good word for a store of value. That's why we call gold. We don't call gold currency. We call it money. Because gold is the best store, the hardest money in the world. Understand? I mean, 100%. That's why we love gold here on this channel. Buying gold from day one. I started buying gold way before I started buying BTC. All right. Yo, what time is it there? It is 11:23 in the morning. For you guys, it's 8 p.m. It's 7:23. It's 8 hours difference. It's 7:23 p.m. at night. Yeah. It's better to fail in originality than succeed in imitation. Hey, depends on the person. Is anyone else's audio cutting in and out? Sandy, you get stopped out of your trade. It's possible the little one. It's possible, yeah. Yeah, the little one got stopped out. We didn't get the love. We lost the 200 MA on the 1 minute time frame. That's why you keep your stop like right there. Actually, no. Yes. These are earlier longs from a long time ago. Yeah, I was about to say. Now, kind of a head and shoulder pattern. A little bearish for sure. And again, remember, I'm always open-minded that we may be going to the downside. It's not always 100%. Bitcoin had that nice pump just now, 95,300. They faked it. They faked us to 95,257 and then slowly brought us back to the downside here for Bitcoin. Acted like a false move Monday already, and it's a Tuesday. Throwing me off pretty bad right now, you know, the way I think about it. I saw my first police car out there. Harry was looking interesting to me. I don't own any Harry. I'm just nice to you right now. I'm just being super nice. And again, if Bitcoin falls off, then everything falls off. It really doesn't matter. But Harry is the nicest. I've been watching Harry. It's looking really... See how the daily's going sideways? Telling me that a move is coming for Harry and not too long from now. You know, that 4-hour time frame's oversold. We're getting tighter and tighter inside of the flag. Again, Bitcoin falls down. It all falls down, but I like what I'm seeing. False move money on a Tuesday. No way. Yeah. It's a choppy NFP week. Yeah, we looked at that too. Let's take a look at the Forex Factory. Honestly, though, if I never knew what NFP was, I would have made all the same trades I made in my life. But I take time off when the market just... I want to make the best trades. You get spoiled after years of trading. After 17 years of trading, you know the best trades you've taken, and you know the trades that weren't that great. You see what I'm saying? And so, I know, Lambo police car, right? Yeah. So because you've been in the market so long, you know when to trade and when not to trade, right? Shout out to Master, friend of the house. God bless you, man. Is H bar hype over? Maybe, I don't know. Somewhat dominance is not correct to fear greed meter. It's gone past ETH, but the market not big enough. And whales have bought long ago, so fear and greed not correct. I don't know what you're saying. No, it's correct in the way I use it. I don't know about how you're using it. Yeah, I don't know how, you know, when and how you do it. Okay. So Tuesday, Jolt's job opening at 7 in the morning, and then you guys got hit with, what, 9:30 a.m. going, nothing crazy, though. Yeah, Jolt's is pretty big, though. Let's take a look at what the Jolt's job said. 7.19 million actual forecast, so the jobs were less than forecast. You know, could give a little bit bearishness, but that also, you know, you'd want to see that put pressure on the Fed. Tomorrow we have core PCE, all right? And these times aren't right because it's going to, usually that's at 8:30 in the morning. I don't know, this could be, you know what I mean? Because I'm in a different place, but just be careful. But usually core PCE month over month is 8:30 in the morning, not at 7. It might just be getting thrown off by like where I'm at in the world or something. As long as we stay above the 50-minute 200 MA, it's okay. If we lose that, it's a long way down. I mean, we can lose the 50-minute a little bit, but you got to be wary. If we start to lose it hard, then yes, bounce out. I mean, I would bounce out. I can't tell you what to do. Friday, we got the unemployment rate coming too at 8:30 in the morning. So, yeah, these time frames are just off for whatever reason. So remember, tomorrow, core PCE, and that's going to be quarter over quarter, all right? And then core PCE price index month over month, pending home sales. See, I want to say that. Personal income month over month, personal spending. All that's actually going to give some good data. Can you look at ADA, please? My man, thank you. Shout out to Crypto Dad in the house. God bless you, man. Thank you so much for jumping on in. Let's take a look at Cardano. And, man, I got another trophy to add to the wall, man, right? So cool. Because, you know, you get trophies when you're in sports itself. It's funny when you're in your own sport, and it's just very nice, man. Blessings on blessings. Sign up for the Crypto Lifer newsletter. A great way to stay in touch with your Lifer community. Thank you for saying that, Love Learning. I appreciate that. If you follow price for years, you can feel it in your bones. Yeah, you can start. Your subconscious mind's picking up things most people just can't even fathom. 100%. That's what people don't realize is the skills that come from being in something so long. Because just most people are going to give up before that time is coming. They're going to be, it ain't worth it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I just looked. I was like, wait, did I pick the wrong? I was making sure the audio wasn't coming from you know, the webcam. That's happened to me before. Like, the webcam picks up the audio. It's the worst. And everyone's looking at you like, what are you doing, dude? This looks like a bull flag to me that could break out. Cardano on the 4 hour. And it's in that broadening falling wedge. That's a bullish sign for me. And you can see this thing's in a broadening falling wedge. Could head all the way, I don't know, all the way up to 8516. Could be the target. Maybe to 7375. Boom. 6701. I like that. I mean, that could pump. Cardano looks interesting. It does depend on Bitcoin. We've got a bullish divergence there for Cardano. I do like what I'm seeing for Cardano. I've held Cardano since 2 cents. I've been in Cardano a long, long time. All right. Yeah, perseverance is key. Hey, Sam, my name is Zach, folks, and I ask you all a favor. Please thank Sam for everything he's doing and all he has done for us. He became the best version of himself. I am grateful. Thank you, Sam. God bless you. Thank you. Thank you so much. That's very nice of you. I've only gotten around to it. Have you already taken a look at Sui? Yes, we did. If you're tired of Vegas, would you go home to Lake Havasu and hang out at the lake? Yeah, the lake is beautiful, man. Doesn't it seem more likely that Bitcoin will reach its all-time high and then fall before Ethereum reaches an all-time high? It's a possibility. It's happened before. Like the saying goes, are you picking up what I'm putting down? 100%. And everyone says, come on, Bitcoin, don't give up. 94,781 for Bitcoin. Pengu, please, sir. My biggest bag of Pengu. Why are you Penguing yourself over there? So Cardano looks interesting to me. NSB gets the sunrise. You get sunsets. Thought on ALEO. Exactly. Let's take a look at ALEO. ALEO, you know, similar to Bitcoin, everything's kind of in these flags. See, coming back to revisit. What I don't love about this flag, it's a little more bearish because it's like, it's almost more of a symmetrical triangle that could dump. You see? Take a look at our daily time frame. Our daily's touching that 21, which ain't bad. Where's our fear and greed index? Our fear and greed sitting at about 60. Fear and greed sitting at 60 ain't bad at all. All right. Okay, TIA, please. I'd like to see us test some lower trend lines before blasting off. Send in a super chat for T and D-Tops. It's just got too many people here. Really hard for me to do tickers out the comments. It would be impossible. When your name is Price, you got that price instinct. I know, right? I mean, you'd think I'd be able to be good at trading with a name like Price. I mean, it's getting tighter in the oversold region. I wouldn't be surprised if it bounces. This is something where I might wait for it to at least get back above 25.9. Breaks above there, retest, then I know, but, you know, it's high risk if you get in right now, but there's a chance it pumps. I think it's more likely it pumps than it doesn't because the uptrend is beautiful. And you're above the 200 MA and you're getting oversold. So, yes, it's likely going to continue, probably to 37.41, but you never know. VADER, yeah, I still have my VADER. I never sold VADER, man. VADER AI. Yeah, let's take a look at VADER. VADER by Virtuals. They got it on MEXC too. That thing went all the way from 0.8 all the way up to about 0.49. All right. And look, you see this in real time, right? You see this? See a guy right there? He's actually doing work on the Wi-Fi for us. Getting the Wi-Fi hopefully back up to speed. Setting up a new router and all this fun stuff for the lifer. Are you a Montreal Canadiens fan? No, I'm a Boston Bruins fan. We can't stand the Canadiens. I love everybody, though. You guys are great, but, you know, fun rivalry. We like to... There's been some crazy fights between Boston and Montreal Canadiens fans. Again, in Dubai, we don't mention that here. It's all love. You know, VADER AI is just a little far for the 21. I'd be looking for a bull flag on the 4-hour or the daily time frame. before its next big run-up. But shout out to VADER for the pumpage. VADER, Vapor, all that. All that, baby, all that. Let's go, baby, let's go. Any thoughts on potential inverse head and shoulder for JASMY on the 3-day from Jimmy Hula? Let's take a look at Yeah, I mean, we've already have that. That already broke out. Sam, you're in Dubai. Yes, I am in Dubai. I am staying in Dubai. Yeah. God bless you, Lifer. Can you check PEPE? We will take a look at PEPE. Thank you so much, Jay Duff, for the super chat. I bought my biggest bag of VADER at the bottoms already. Wow, that's awesome, man. Good for you. To VADER up. And that thing's up like 200%. 3.5x already for VADER. And I just knew VADER was going to be hot. I liked VADER from day one. The dude was stacked. I thought he was filming, and you couldn't just see him in the mirror. That dude was stacked. I thought he was filming, and you could just see him in the mirror. You're funny. What do you mean he was stacked? I don't get it. He was big? Love your growth. Let's go, baby. Shout out to Double Dare You. God bless everybody. You know what's sad? The stream is hitting 2,500 people. I'm so blessed. But it's just because I go somewhere, the stream gets put, and I don't know what, a couple little jips and jitters in the stream, and I lose 25% of what I worked for, man. That's why I don't like going anywhere. It's so stressful for me. You have no idea. You have no idea. I love my life, but most people would not live it, no matter how much they got paid. It's tough. It'd grind your gears. I came to stream 5 minutes ago. All the outlets were out. I remembered at the minute last night that I had looked at I can't even remember the name right now because my brain's so shot. But I looked at the fuse board, and I flipped Jamie. I was like, Jamie, and Jamie flipped the fuse. Next thing you know, we're back and running. We were a second away from no stream. Like, I've been this close so many times, guys. You have no idea, man. Gold is God's money. Bitcoin is the people's money. God bless you. Sam is the type of guy to pull out his CarMax warranty document when his girlfriend asks him if he has protect. You guys are crazy. I thought he was your bodyguard / cameraman. Hey, he might be. Look at the USDT chart on the 1 hour. Let's take a look at US Tether and Bitcoin dominance. Let's take a look at Bitcoin dominance, see what it's doing right now. Is money flowing or going? What's happening here? I see Bitcoin dominance continue to rip. And that's another reason why I see Bitcoin about to make a big move. And everyone else is kind of... Because Bitcoin dominance tells you, when Bitcoin dominance is about to go up, it usually means Bitcoin's about to go on a massive tear. And I see a move for Bitcoin dominance at least back up to 65, 54. You know what I mean? That's what I see happening. This thing looks bullish. Liquidation alert. 3 billion shorts at 97,000. Thank you. Lifer, did you see the WW International? It's up 6 in 7 days. Thanks, man. Liquidation alert. 3 billion shorts. Thank you. Sam, what's your vision on DOGINME or on Base or Mexi? I just don't like that coin like everybody else. I really could care less about it. I know, I'm sorry. You know why? Everyone loved it and they thought it was performing great, and it really didn't do that much, did it? Let's take a look. I don't want to eat my own words, but I don't even really want to bring it up. It's on Coinbase with the USDC. I mean, it's got a cup and handle. It's running on that bottom up trend. Maybe it gets a move, and you get to buy the bottoms here, and it pumps, and I eat my own words, and shoulda, woulda, coulda. You're buying the bottom at least. I got to tell you that, and you're buying oversold in the 4-hour time frame. It is what it is. Just not my cup of tea. All right. Bitcoin at 94,777s. Alpha call, puff, last contract, numbers EP sold. Come on, man. I'm all set. Yeah, I'm all set. Thanks for your super chats, though. God bless you. I'll look it up on my own time. Thank you. Yep. Yeah, I don't like when people super chat show stuff that I don't even want to talk about yet. If you got a little coin, DM me or my team, and we'll look at it first. But you're just buying promotion for something I might even want you to promote here. It might not be part of my brand. So shout out to Roger. I love you. I appreciate the $20. But I don't really want to talk about what you want to talk about. All right? And I'm sorry, but if I listened to every single super chat I had, the stream would go to the dogs. You know what I mean? Let's take a look at JASMY here. Doing damage. JASMY, baby. JASMY. On Mexi. And you were asking about an inverted head and shoulder on the 3-day. I mean, I already saw that break out. Okay, then we were seeing the take profit one hit. Now we're seeing if there's, what we're going to do now. Maybe further downside or not. Let's take a look. The target there is 20763. I mean, you kind of have a head and shoulder here, right? Look at that. What I would do is I would start making this trend line. Maybe a top trend line. Looking for a possible bounce here. I don't know. I don't love this right now. JASMY's been funny. It doesn't... It has its pumps, but it hasn't had like a really nice, clean run. Like CASP had a nice, clean run. Solana had a nice, clean run. JASMY kind of runs and plays a little games. We need to get this pump, though. Temporarily time frame, we want to get the 4-hour back here to 0.19, and we'll go from there. It does look like that's probable. Cup and handle. Previous support is resistance. Oversold stochastics. MACD turning. Everything looks good. But it's not amazing. Yeah. Exactly. Thank you, Jeremy, for saying that. See, that's why I didn't go near it, man. Yep. Thank you so much, Jeremy, 0450. That guy knows what he's talking about, I believe. I'd buy a Faraday. Just wondering if I'm looking at this right, but I see XLM going to $34 on 34 cents in the 4-hour. Here for the Duval vibes. Let's go. Thank you, Matt. I love you, man. God bless you. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in, and appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Look at that 20-minute time frame for Bitcoin. It looks like it's going to rocket today. Funny. Yeah, so it just, JASMY is, previous support is resistance. I wouldn't be surprised if we get the pump. We got a pump here, then go sideways for JASMY. Things starting to really come together here. And now let's take a look at USDT.D. And that's going to be your tether dominance. All right, US tether, your tether dominance. We see it in a bear flag, about to collapse. Again, there's shoulder, head, and shoulder there. We got some slight mixed signals, but we like to see this thing continue to moon down, not moon up. Got some bearish dip on the indicator too, which is a good sign that may not play out. We do not want to see the dollar start to pump. That's going to cause some concern in the alt market and Bitcoin market. This starts to roll over. It's doing exactly what we're looking for here, just like that one. And then it just slowly makes its way back down, somewhere to 4.35. All right. Sammy's the type of guy to put out his CarMax warranty document when it... you're funny. Satoshi's Google. Did you line up with Call for the Moon? No, I did not. There's a chance I could have linked up, though. Maybe tonight. He might come tonight to poker night. I don't know if he's going to come to poker night. I'm going over to the week's headquarters, play some poker, a couple hours, 8 to 10, 8 to 11, something like that. We'll see what happens, and we'll go from there. PEPE was interesting. It boosted out the flag, came back down, then went sideways. It's in a bit of an anomaly. Everything's following this very strange Bitcoin pathway here. And you got to just kind of, you could even say this is the flag with a fake out breakout, got back inside the pattern. If you lose the pattern, it's going to dump to the 200. If it goes sideways, it's going to keep continuing to rip. If it rips, you got to say that PEPE is going to head somewhere to 1126. Again, this is a bit odd for me. If anything, I would put here like this. Now, it's very difficult to really find a decent trend line there on that strange pattern. I see shoulder, head, right shoulder, though. It doesn't look amazing for PEPE right now. I got to give it to you, but it could still pump. PEPE has been kind of treacherously trading recently, but look what I want you to see on the macro, though. That's why I think the macro is the best. You got this beautiful double bottom, and that's gonna have a measured move, right? That measured move takes you somewhere to about quadruple 1302, but it depends. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to be touching PEPE. It's got a really weird chart. Almost want to make me to do this. Like, this would make more sense. And head all the way to 1171. Man, it's getting tighter in here. But I don't know, man. It looks like a head and shoulder pattern, right? Pepe looks sketchy to compare to other coins. I gotta be honest. Alex Labs was something that we, back in the day we were in on the lows, went from 3 cents all the way to 6, came back down. This is a BRC20 play. Like if you're into Bitcoin and you like, Satoshi, the Sats model, runes, all that stuff, rune. But I'm not a huge fan, even though I like Bitcoin. I don't know, BRC20 was somewhat experimental. We found some gains. I use it for gains. The experimental movements create gains. Alex was one of the first things we bought at the back in the day, before it actually ripped. Anyway, I could see it get back up somewhere to what, like 0.6074. Nothing too crazy though, Hi Sam, just wanted to say thanks for all your work and advice. I'm from London and watch your streams and videos daily. Like the stream, boys. Thank you so much, everybody. And God bless everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. I don't know where my other 800 people are normally today. It's like I always have 2,000 to 2,400 people, so I'm like, where are they today? We didn't do anything different. We gave the hot sauce. Maybe that first scalp lost and they got tight. I don't know. Maybe the audio jittered for a second and threw them off. All I can do is thank God that I had a good stream and continue to push forward every day, but it's a little disconcerting. You can see why I don't do trips that take me out of my element, because anyway, I can't talk about it. I got to focus on the positivities. I see a move for Bitcoin. I'm still long. I see this flag breaking out. Look at it getting tight on the 5-minute time frame. I got faith that this trade's going to still play out here to the upside for BTC. 37 million crypto. It is, yeah. Hope you're enjoying your trip, man. Thank you. Can you analyze the 5-minute chart? That it has formed a double bottom on this hour. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty simple. I mean, that's just, it does look like a head and shoulder with bearish div that's going to dump on us, but they're going to get a lot of people to short that, and then there could be huge liquidation. So it's tight right now. The viewers you lost were bots anyways. No big deal. We riding strong with you, bud. God bless Boss Crouton, man. Thank you so much. I don't know. I didn't know I had bots here. I don't even trade while watching the stream. I just like your streams, man. God bless you, James. Thank you. I like hearing that. Well, shout out to the 1,666 beautiful souls. Dear Lord, thank you for those people that you sent today that stayed right now all the way towards almost the end of the stream only. God bless them. And thank you for what I do have. I always got to be focused on what I do have, not what I don't have. Focus on what I do have. I have a lot. I got a great channel compared to a lot of other people in the world. We're doing awesome. So, TRIAS, USDT says Cryptic Rick. TRIAS is an oldie but goodie. Had some institutional support back in the day. It crossed the 200 MA like a lot of coins, 131. Got a nice rip up to 181. Again, you can see the same anomaly. Shoulder, head, shoulder there like Bitcoin's in. Everything is following suit with Bitcoin. Bitcoin kind of shrugs off any type of dumpage, goes more sideways. Same thing happens for this, and then we get the pump. Bitcoin starts to flounder, mess around, slip out, and then TRIAS will also fall off. All right, so between now and Asian market open, you should have that answer in that trade, hopefully. All the best to you and your group. Thank you, my friend. This, the Bitcoin bull flag, is just exactly from April 10th. We might not get a pullback after all. Get ready. It does look very similar to the same flag. Agreed. Thanks for your wisdom, life, for any time, man. Let's get the likes up to 1,000. I know we started the stream with like 100 people. It was amazing. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Let's hit the like, 100K. Thank you. Always follow my mentor. Consistency is key. Love you, brother. Thank you. Sam, watch the 1 minute Bitcoin. Your model is flashing. Thank you for saying that. Let's take a look at the 1 minute. I love that. Look, people know my model now. It's like famous. That's how, when people know your model, you've done well for others, man. When a lot of people can make, because if people can't figure out people can figure out how to start to, if you focus, the strategies, tips, and tricks that I use aren't that hard to figure out over time. They make sense. And they play out nicely Kind of a shoulder, head, right shoulder there too. Look, shoulder, head, right shoulder. Before you leave, can you provide a few basics as I monitor along? I opened at 94K. Your past lessons led to me gains. You've enriched my life. Thank you. Can you provide a few basics? I mean, I've gone over Bitcoin in depth. What I'm trying to figure out what else I could do here. I'm long, open at 94K. At 94,000. That's a nice open, by the way. Good for you. We want to see this thing get tight. And then break on out. Maybe somewhere get to 95,223. Right? Super chats, TRIAS. We just did TRIAS. Thank you, Lakochi. I'm a step ahead of you, man. Isn't that crazy when you're ahead of your staff? You're so fast that your staff can't keep up. No, I love you, man. Hey, greetings from Germany, and thank you for all you do. Will you let us, lifers, know in your Discord when you'll be out of your Bitcoin long? Yes, you'll see it. I'll win the long, or I won't. 100%. Gap away for the 21. Sell. Break above the 200. Buy. 100%. You've got it down, man. Just repeat after me. I didn't take this trade. Just want to make it clear. I'm seeing some strange move today. Bitcoin's like, we're not getting like beautiful fall through. We're getting some sideways price action here. It is tight on the 4-hour time frame, bigger time frame, trying to figure out which way they want to go, and they're not really going that far. So we're just like the smaller time frame taking the brunt of it, just going sideways. You know? Sam Price, Sammy Price and Handy. Yeah. Sammy Cup and Handy. Yep. Now, if it bounces off the 200, that's aggressive. That's like the best entry right there. That's like the closest you can get to the end before it rips again. We need that bounce sooner than later now. For like the bullish day could depend. You get a bounce here. Now you get yourself inverted head and shoulder. You start to rip. You get to 95, do the same thing. Start to fall off here, then, you know, you got to say this is a shoulder, head, right shoulder. We're going to continue lower. And I lost my first trade. It was 100 for 300 bucks. You saw it wasn't a big trade. I didn't have enough capital to make it that big. At the moment, I can always inject. I don't squander my money. I'm not a fool. I make the money last a long time, baby. That's how you show appreciation to God for getting, you know, all the things you ever dreamed of by doing the right thing with it. Hey, bouncer, I cut it off. Oh, you're still in it? Yeah, I mean, yeah, we're not getting fall through today. You know, I started switching the model to only trading on the 5 until we get better volume. Why? I found that the 5-minute was stronger. You know, had more residual wins over time. You know, the 1 minute could be fickle sometimes. That's all. That would be so gutsy if I get in right there. These, I just put a stop and ride it. The stop is like right below the wick. 94.8, 799. And you can lose 83 bucks. I mean, the bounce is epic right there. Again, some wickage off that 21. We're just getting tighter and tighter here. And I gave you exactly what to do. We lose the 15-minute, and then you lose the 1 hour. You could start even shorting the 15-minute possibly. You hold that and you don't lose that. I mean, you're likely going to continue to pump. So, look at your 33-minute time frame. That's in a bull pennant. That target takes you to 98,000. 97,950. Someone asked about BOOKMAP. We're going to bring up BOOKMAP right now and get it running for you. See if we can hang. See if we can push it through the data. I don't know, though. It's tough. I can run it, obviously, when I'm alone. You know what I mean? Yeah, Layer AI hasn't. A lot of AI haven't ripped yet. Not every coin is ripped. I just want to make that clear. Not every single coin is ripped. There's a few coins that have not ripped. 98,050 there for BTC. And I've been the most consistent YouTuber, and I still can't. The stream still doesn't stay. Isn't that crazy? I've never taken a day off for years. Imagine the people that take even a few days off here and there. they must get beat. It's just so crazy, man. The algorithm is just intense. It's a tough life. There's big rewards, but it's not easy. Let's take a look at BOOKMAP running here and showing us where the liquidity lies for BTC. I mean, they got liquidity either end. They could bring us down to 99.4 and back up to 96.2. It could go either way. The deepest red is a little bit lower, so it looks like they may dip us a little bit before they rip us a little bit. That's just what the story says. These are actual liquidations. These are people that are going to get liquidated completely if they decide to, you know, if they don't, you know, those are stop losses. If they get hit, they're going to get liquidated. So that's what we're looking at. I'm grateful for you, Sam. Thank you. God bless you, brother. Shout out to Crypto Rick, my best friend. Shout out to Luis Gonzalez and Crypto Rick, buddies for life, man. DIA made a year. There's so many coins out there with potential. Amen. Even in Dubai, you were thinking of your people. You never let us down. Thank you, Sam. Amen. I also care about the business. I care about the YouTube channel. I care about the growth. I care about it all. It's like it all. You know, my YouTube channel. If I'm not helping people, if my YouTube channel isn't growing, then I'm obviously not helping anybody, right? Because if I'm not getting more numbers, then I'm not helping more people. It'll just be the same people over time. So my YouTube channel has to grow to help others. You see what I'm saying? And so I'm always looking at the views, looking at the movement, looking at what's happening. 4 months every day and every night. That's why we will be rich. Thank God. And let's get it. Can't stop and won't stop. Learn. Bless you, Sam. God bless you, Los on Crypto. Sitting in my living room, thinking what life's about. Living in my dreams, soon the only way out. Oh, wow. Someone's been listening a little bit, huh? I guess the algorithm's been catching on and follow me. I learned that people will forget what you said. People will forget what you did. But people will never forget how you made them feel. That's this man right here, man. Thanks, Sammy. Always grateful for finding the 99. You guys are the best. Thank you. Niche market, Sam. Amen. Farcoin, please, bruv. TAI pumping, somebody says. So BOOKMAP isn't giving us like direct idea of what could be happening, but hey, at least it's out there and it's running on the stream, which is great. Sam, thank you for showing what love is through your talent, skills, and drive. Hey, I think that's the end result of everything here, is showing what love is and showing how to love and showing how to give what you have to others. I don't care what you have. If you're a piano teacher and you're good at piano, maybe you teach other people piano. You know what I mean? If you're good at ice hockey, maybe you didn't have the best coach as a kid and you know how to become a better coach to kids. And so God has given you the message that it's time for you to help because you can see what other people can't. You know you're going to be a great coach. That happened to me. Like, I could see people that needed help. I had mentors in my life and they didn't have the same skill I had in mentoring. They couldn't see things like, or maybe they hadn't had the ups and downs I had to see the ups and downs in others. But like, I could really connect with others because I went through so much in my life, you know, and that's true mentorship, taking that and regurgitating that back out and using what you've learned in your life to help others. That's the key. We can all do this. Every one of us has the ability to do this, you know. Sam, you're such a huge part of my life every day. Thank you. God bless you, brother. Thank you. Thank you. Go to the gym, bro. I'm down. Way. Let's go. I'm down. Y-A. Let's go. I don't know what that means. Oh, let's go to the gym. I'm down. Yeah. Go to the gym, bro. Hey, guys, go have fun at the gym. That's a pretty cool idea. So people are meeting and going to the gym. I like it. I like it. Do you have your slipper tolerance? I don't know what that means. Slippage tolerance tick stamp. No. That's why I became a ski coach. See? Amen. It's your high emotional intelligence. God bless you, man. Thank you. 94,800 for Bitcoin. Sitting toit like a toiga. Ready to rock. It's not over until you win. Thousands of losses for one great victory is worth it. It really is, though. Next time you're around New Hampshire, let me know. I'll let you know. Shout out to Gustopolis. Not too far from where I used to live. Fine, I keep thinking I live in Massachusetts. No, you don't. You live way far away from New Hampshire there, buddy. Mama, this ain't Kansas no more. I want to look at I want to look at my favorite coin. Because you just never know. AOIZ. It's D-Pin. D-Pin's going to come back strong. Once RWA, D-Pin, they're somewhat entwined. And we're going to look at here on Weeks. I hold this coin on the Weeks exchange, a big old bag of it. I was looking for it to pump recently somewhere at 33, and now it's at 44. So, hey, 33 to 44 here. And now everything's kind of watching that Bitcoin gainer. And Bitcoin gets that move, we're going to get a bigger move. Bitcoin doesn't get the move, it ain't happening. We're going to get tight. See what I'm saying? Get a bounce here and back to the upside. Maybe head all the way up. Now let's take a look at that measured move for AIOZ. That can head to 5559. And you got resistance at key areas. But I like this coin a lot. I'm going to put an alert out. I'm not putting it out just yet. I'm going to put out an alert. When the alert hits, I'm going to take a look. All right. At the end of the day, there is more liquidity above us than below us. There's a little bit here, but it's all up there. It does suggest we can get to 96,000, and that could push us all the way further to $97,000. So I create that alert right there. You can see there's alert now on AOIZ, setting alerts on AOIZ. Hey, Sam, got the email already and all set and ready to go. Make sure not criminal events could end up, although right. That's not true. What these people are telling you about Dubai is not true, man. All right. Yes, people speak very nicely. Like, you don't want to use profanity. I don't use it anyway, sometimes. But, you don't want to. You get, But jumping out, lifers, thank you. I was profitable for the day. I like hearing that. Yeah, but the stuff they say about Dubai is just not true, man. Most people just listen to what other people tell them. Yeah. How about AI16Z? I like this coin too. Rippage for AI16Z. I mean, it was one of the best coins, and it went from 13 to 32. I mean, that's gains. Nice flag right there. Tight flag. Now, a lot of things are in this head and shoulder pattern, though. See, the smaller coins took Bitcoin's head and shoulder that got elongated and took it even harder. I'd have to look at the bigger time frame for stuff like this and see it's just too far away from the 21-day moving average for me. To me, that's just unsustainable. And so maybe it could continue to pump. Could it pump all the way to the 200 MA? We've seen that. I say this has to connect back to the daily 21 before it can pump again. 4 to 5 more days of sideways price action, and then it could be ready for its next big gainer. Head back to 48. All right. Don't worry, Sam is very polite. Thank you, Jamie. Can we look at Ethan, sir? Yeah. Jumping out, lifers, thank you. Hey, I'm so happy you made gains and you're leaving, man. Don't give them back your gains for the day. Set up tomorrow and get ready for your next move. If you use charts that doesn't stare up, it's an elevator down like ARC. Interesting. They have indoor snow skiing in Dubai. I've heard that. Sounds like a lot of work, though, just to go down a thing. You know what I mean? Like, I did that for years. I'll wait till I go snow skiing, I'd rather go water skiing. I hit up Crypto, and I want him to take me on the hydrofoils, but I don't think I don't know, That's my dream, was to hang out with Crypto, get taken on the hydrofoil. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to harass. I just want to have fun, man, with people that, live high lifestyles. That's all. And do big things and play with big toys. That's all. The man himself, man. So funny. Yep. Someone put it out pretty good there. Now, what's up with Twitter, man? The bots have been out of control. Just like 3 weeks ago, bots just went crazy. I wonder if it was a setting that I flipped off, right? But, man. Now, you can play with the GOATs if you want. You know what I mean? Get it? Play with the GOATs, the greatest of all times. Anyway, so AI16Z, back to the 21-day moving average. Could we get busy? You never know. There's a chance. I got 1,600 on my SATs. 94.85 for Bitcoin. We get back above the 200 MA on the 1 minute. That could be kind of get us going again. It is the morning. It is back and forth. Remember, I love trading tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight. That's going to be awesome. So I go to bed early, wake up at 4 or 5 in the morning, and that's going to be our time to trade. You get it? And I'll be putting out trades too. So stay focused. Shoulder, head, right shoulder there. See? A dump to the downside. I gave you both ideas. I was long, but I could get stopped out on my bigger trades. If the 15-minute lose to the 200 MA, you got to start being weary that something ain't going right. If it gets to the 1 hour 200 MA, then you know you're really getting crazy. And if you lose that, you're headed down to the 2 hour 200 MA, somewhere down at 88.5 and 90K. So you can't think that. And if we drop, look, you can clearly see the next level of liquidity is about 88,000. We're going to drop right into that pocket. That's going to be the space and time. All right. Look, Sui gone parabolic. People talking. Bitcoin, big move soon. Big consensus. I see a lot of stuff trending out here. All right. See, people track. Funny, man. Wow. Anyway, not much action for Bitcoin. We got a pump as the stream started, and we're right back where the pump started. So just lackluster. You know what I mean? It could have been some quick gains on a scalp for sure, but nothing crazy. You know what I mean? Nothing crazy. Yeah. Some things I've never said. Anyway. Well, God bless to everybody out here. We own over a lot of super chats. You people are unbelievable. $157 in chat revenue. I mean, that's dinner for tonight. God bless you all. Thank you. Very, very nice. Just like watching this great live movie called Crypto Liver Show. Let's go, Sammy. I love you, Billy. Thank you. Bots out of control. Absolutely. Was just doing things and job 5. Yeah. Can you take a look at Ondo? I'm going to jump on out of here for the day, everyone. I want to make sure that I got it all done. All the super chats are set. Hooked everybody up. And I'm going to jump on out of here. Stay tuned. Stay inside the group. CryptoLifer.com. I'll be posting up early, up late. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. May God bless everybody here on the show. Thank you so much. And, yeah. Shout out to everyone. Jump on into Weeks, man. Weeks headquarters in Dubai. Super nice. Shout out to Weeks. I want to, dedicate the stream to Weeks. Thank you guys for an amazing introduction. Paid for my hotel. We have cars taking us places. It's been a blast. They're giving me, trophies, and I didn't even know that was going to be. This is a surprise, man. So shout out to everybody here. Thank you so much for jumping on in. God bless you all, and I'll be back for another amazing, beautiful, awesome live stream. Don't get weirded out just by a couple glitches, man. I seen like we lost a few hundred people here today just by some glitches, and they missed out on some good information. So use your 21, use your 200, stochastics, RSI, support or resistance. It's all connected, baby. It's all connected. All right. And I'll leave you with this one last time. Oh, I'll take the zoom off now, I guess. I was thinking, I could take the zoom off and give you guys like a little view. Hold on 1 second. We can do this right next time, but see if I can give you guys a view of the Burj Khalifa. There it is, right there. It's crazy. Right? Tallest building in the world, right there, out of the corner. You can see here. I mean, this is a huge city out there. Oh, this goes further back. Here we go. Look at that. Now you get a nice view of Dubai. Look at that. And then all the way up to the Khalifa. I mean, this is it. We're here, man. In Dubai. Just wanted to share that with you guys. Hope you had a blast. We'll be back to our regular studio in about 5 days, so not too long from now. Stay situated, stay focused, stay blessed, and remember, the secret to success is getting started. I love you all. See you tomorrow. Stay blessed. I'll be in the trading group too as well.